I just realized I only read books written by women.
Dude, I just love women.
This is monumental because I'm reading my first book written by a man.
I don't know why this is so wild to me.
I was in rehab at like 15. I feel like this is not my biggest issue.
It's whack-a-doodle time. It is whack-a-doodle time.
I feel like I've gotten to an age where I'm fairly certain that all I want to do in my entire life for the rest of time is read books, drink wine, lay in the sun, look at trees, and treat my dog like a human child.
I don't know what I'm talking about, and I never have. I never really have.
This is my reenactment of a romance reader giving a only dark romance reader a rom-com book and how it would play out. This is how I think it would go. Oh, they're kissing. Okay, his hand's moving up. Is he going to give her a hand necklace? A hand necklace? What? No, he's caressing her face. No. But then he will reach down and give her a hand necklace, right? No, they're actually going to get interrupted by someone and they're going to have to, like, break apart. What do you mean, break apart? You mean they're going to stop? He's not going to kill the guy that walked in and threaten his life if he doesn't leave? No! Oh, I get it. So he'll follow her after she storms out and then push her up against a wall and be all like, do you think we were done, little mouse? Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry, little bird. No? Kitten? Vixen. Witch. None of those? Yeah.
Is it today?
Are you okay? Are you losing it?
Maybe.
I don't have any hobbies, actually. This isn't a hobby. This consumes my entire life. A hobby is something you do on the side. This is not a side project. I'd say eating is my hobby.
It's hard to believe I'm walking through the ruins of the first ever city, because I'm not. That's in Iraq.
Someone mentioned their crystal meth reading list, and I was like, what the hell is that? And they sent me this.
I sometimes have a feeling I can do crystal meth, but then I think, better not.
Yeah. So here are books I occasionally think about reading and then for a variety of reasons decide not to. They started their list with A Little Life and so will I. It's like fucking 800 pages and the cover is a dude crying. Do you think that I'm dumb enough to emotionally hurt myself like that? I did that already. I won't do it again. The Wheel of Time. It's 14 books, and I don't have anything against it other than it's 14 books. I'm not even a third of the way into the Cosmere, and these boxes aren't stopping anytime soon. It's just way too much to add Wheel of Time in. Anything Colleen Hoover. I've never read one of hers, so I'm not jumping on the hate bandwagon this lady gets. It's just that if I'm going to read romance, I'm going to get it from a place that also has magic. And lastly, Ice Planet Barbarians. Remember how I said I wouldn't read The Wheel of Time because it's 14 books? This has 21. So take the same logic and add alien penis.
I saw a booktalker showing off all of their bookish tattoos and they all looked amazing, super cute, and it made me think about the tattoos that I would have gotten had I been allowed to get tattoos when I was in middle school. Starting off strong, there definitely would be a Mockingjay somewhere on my body. And I mean specifically like this, like very thick, black, like just... Duh. My movie copy of Divergent came with fake tattoos, and I remember that I wore the hell out of these birds on the collarbone. Absolutely would have gotten this. Also, I definitely would have gotten every single faction because I'm neurodivergent, so obviously that means I'm divergent. The amount of Mortal Instruments runes that would be on my body right now is insane. I don't know why, but I thought the wrist was like the best tattoo placement as a kid, so all of these would be on my forearm, and now as an adult I really don't like wrist tattoos. I didn't read Harry Potter, but I probably still would have gotten this if I could have, just because it would be very Tumblr of me.
Life does not... Oh my god. Oh my god.
I saw a video earlier today where someone was talking about the things that take them out of a second world fantasy book, and no shade at all to them, they were stating their opinion, but they mentioned champagne. Because champagne comes from a specific region in France, which would not exist in a fantasy world. Which is absolutely accurate. But This was something I thought about way too much when I was writing Castles in Their Bones, and in the end I did decide to call it Champagne, and so I wanted to offer a different perspective about the thought process that went into that. So I once read a book by, I want to say Tamora Pierce, but I'm not 100% sure. So if you know the book I'm talking about, please tell me in the comments. But in this book, there was an author's note that explained why the author had chosen to keep the names of days or months the same, even though there's no, say, Thor for Thursday or Julius Caesar for July. Again, I can't remember the details, but the reasoning stuck with me. They said that part of the process of writing second world fantasy was approaching it like a translator, because already they aren't speaking in the same language we do, so we are translating inherently. And even other words have etymological roots that would render them nonsense without that context specific to our world. Mercurial, for instance, or Earth. And Earth actually ties in perfectly to where I landed with Champagne, because yes, it's possible to substitute the word dirt for Earth, but in my mind, those two words hit the ear so differently that it changes the scene. It's an entirely different character who would say, I love the feeling of dirt beneath my bare feet, and one who would say, I love the feeling of earth beneath my bare feet. Do you hear it? Am I overthinking? Maybe. But that's why I tend to go with the translation method when I'm writing. And you might be thinking, oh, but Champagne is different. That's an actual region of France. And you're not wrong, and I fully understand why other authors wouldn't use it for that reason. I myself went back and forth about using it for that reason, but in Castles in Their Bones, I tried swapping in sparkling wine, and even though it was technically a more accurate description of what they were drinking, it just didn't give off the vibe I wanted to convey. Because in my mind, champagne is the creme de la creme. It's expensive, it's celebratory, it's luxurious, and sparkling wine, which to be clear, I drink far more often, just does not have the same vibe. So the first scene of the book opens with Beatrice, Daphne, and Sophronia, who are princesses, leaving their birthday ball early and working together to steal a bottle of X so they can celebrate their birthday in private. And I felt it was important to denote the sheer extravagance of the life they'd grown up in that hid the rot underneath. And to show that to the reader, I made the judgment call to call it champagne, because readers understand what champagne is and the connotations it conveys. So I just wanted to provide a counter perspective and a look into how I approach world building, because there's no right or wrong way to do it. Maybe this speaks to you, maybe it doesn't, but those are my 2 cents.
If you wrote vapes in here on the outside of a wishing well, and you came there at night with a flashlight and looked down in there, I'd be in there.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, I just gotta be honest, I don't know what the big deal is.
Get out.
And Sarah,
I'm not finished.
we'll grab
First
the
off,
toaster.
oh my God, can you let me do what I need to do?
Ding dong.
Your body was fucking made for me, so you're going to be a good girl and fucking take it.
Also, I don't know.
His back, hooking him closer. He tore his lips from my mouth to my neck, where he dragged his teeth and tongue down my skin as his hand slid under my sweater.
How I know that straight men don't read? Because if they did, they'd understand that all women want is this. Hey, I'm gay and I know this.
Jenna, I finally watched all the John Wick movies like you told me to. You watched all of them? What are you talking about? You told me to go watch them all. You said you have to see the John Wick movies. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
This is the trope that I will have in the summer. Here we go. I got that summertime trope. We're gonna have a child.
Absolutely not.
Oh my god, I'm 24 years old and no one's ever dressed my wounds by candlelight and told me to breathe in. It's okay, breathe in. No, but it's It's fine. Just read some more.
No homo, bro. Not even a little bit. Okay, picture this. Golden Retriever man to his core. He's funny, he's sarcastic, he's witty, he cracks jokes, he's romantic. He's everything. Everything a Golden Retriever boyfriend is, and more, right? But the second he feels he is being disrespected, or his woman is being disrespected, he pulls out a gun. And everyone's like, no, you're not gonna kill me. You're too good, you're too nice. You can't kill me. No, he's gonna kill you. He's gonna kill you and he's gonna make a joke about it before he kills you. I need book recommendations right now.
Also, I don't know.
It's hard to believe I'm walking through the ruins of the first ever city, because I'm not. That's in Iraq.